What a freaking nice timing. I just finished with my meal and here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs, meine Damen und Herren, señores y señoras, mes dames de kere. Guten Abend, konnichiwa, buonasera, buenas noches, bonsoir, dobre večer, xin chao, ni hao, and the Korean way should be something like annyeong. And here we go. It is a TVZ. It is a CraftCup number 26. We are here in the first game of the first quarterfinal. We have Strelok and he is playing against Lowly. Lowly was the first player to qualify for the quarterfinals. He was the first player in the grid stage and he is going for the Hatchery first place. Strelok meanwhile once again going for his typical low ground wall of don't say expansion play, extra spectacular build order. And we saw one game on Zelnaga Caverns in the TVZ already. Strelok was there playing against Jew from the United States. He is a good player as well. Not absolutely the best, but he's showed us some really nice games. Strelok was playing very passive, but then he did some deadly pushes, and in the end it was enough for him to take the game on Zelnaga Caverns. And let's take a look how well he will be playing against Lowly. Lowly is a very good Zerg player, even though he didn't get that much attention as he, at least in my opinion, deserves to get. Because he is very good, he's aggressive, and he is going for total non-stop action. And let's see if he actually will be able to show us the same pressure he showed us in the last game. So SCV was moving out by Strelok, tried to build a bunker. The Overlord by Lowly spotted the SCV drones were moving out right away, and now we see the first SCV is there by Strelok, the first Marine is there as well, and Lowly is afraid of one single Marine and one SCV. So at least the thing Strelok did was the thing Strelok did was that he was at least able to prevent 3 seconds of mining time at the natural expansion from 6 drones, and this is maybe 15, 20, 25 minerals even. Could this be possible? And there Strelok is running away with his Marine, with his SCVs, and now Lowly is with his Zerglings here at the front. Of course he cannot attack because of this Marine located here. So we see Hellion is out by Strelok. He's now hunting the Zerglings, of course. Lowly is aware of the Zerglings being not the best unit without speed to hunt a Hellion down. And there we see Lowly is having one Overlord in position, he's having another Overlord in position here, and the third is currently hovering over there. So in the end this Overlord should be here in the location to be sacrificed for sacrificing purposes later on. Meanwhile more Zerglings try to get rid of the supply depot, but of course SCV is there right away to repair it, and now this starport once again gets rearranged. So Strelok going for absolutely the same build order we saw him doing in the last game. So if he will be going for the same, he will now go for the Cloaked Banshees. He will have 2 Cloaked Banshees out. One Cloaked Banshee will be sent to this direction location. The other Cloaked Banshee will be sent to that location. And then he will build a factory. He got the factory already. He will build the command center. He will go for an armory very soon. He will add 2 more barracks, and then we'll have a siege tank, Marine, Banshee, Thor force. There we see 2 more barracks. So the armory should be there right away as soon as he queued up the next Banshee. Now he did that, and with the next 150 minerals, I predict an armory. On the other hand, what is Lowly doing? He's got a spine crawler out. There are 3 more spine crawlers even for him. Already started to do the creep spreading, and that early in the game really like this. And it's not only 1 creep Thomas, it's for him 3 creep Thomas in totals, even checking the overloads here for the corners. So when we take a look at the minimap, there are all those red dots everywhere, and this overlord just spotted this Banshee here. Cloak is finished right about, and now in 2 seconds Queen are there already. What about an Overseer? Overseer is currently morphed in, so this Overseer will be there in 3 minutes. So Lowly will do a much better job at defending from this attack. And nice transfusion here on the Queen and the triple Queen with the help of the Overseer taking it out. And there we see the difference between Lowly and the difference of Joe we saw Strelok playing against in the early stages. This Banshee was absolutely doing nothing at all. I mean, Strelok has got a second Banshee is somewhere on the field. Not sure where the second Banshee is right now, or did he even cancel the Banshee? Let's take a look at the unit counting station. No, he does have another Banshee, and there she is. And this Banshee is at 2 kills already. Now the Overseers are there. The Queens are attacking. Nice, a Queen micro, by the way, doing this shoot and run attack, which we most of the time only see by Zerg players who use roaches, or Marine Marauder uses but Terran player. But Lowely doing a good job here with his 3 Queens, and of course the more Queens you get, the more you will be able to spend those energy on transfusions here on the creep tumors as well. And what I really was liking very much with this first Banshee, and this first Queen was at 10-15 HP, and boom, transfusion comes. Buying the screen a little bit more time. Then the Overseer arrived, and yes, with the Overseer is he was able to detect the cloaked Banshee and do much more damage. And why was he able to defend this cloaked Banshee so good? By the way, Banelings coming out here, and they will be able to. Worst micro ever, by the way. He just sacrificed 6 Banelings and 2 Zerglings to kill a SCV building and engineering bay. It was just full of good words about Lowely, but then he was not doing the best job. But he's already getting rid of the destructible rocks. Always, if your units don't have anything to do at all, use them to kill the destructible rocks. You will be killing sooner or later anyway. And in the late game, you might not have the time to kill those rocks, so you can do this if it's still quiet. And the reason... by the way, 3 changelings are out for Lowely, but the reason why he was able to deal so good with the cloaked Banshee was simply that this Overseer spotted the Banshee, and by that, as soon as he spotted the Banshee, he directly went for the Overseer, so good job by him. Now we see the changelings moving out, and now the changelings are Marines. Will Strelok spot them? We have a changeling here, we have a changeling there. Changeling 1 is dead. We got 2 more changelings on the field somewhere, but this doesn't really matter. This changeling is still there. Strelok is now moving out. Let's take a look at the supply. We see Strelok ahead 13 supply. Let's take a look at the harvester. We see Lowely ahead by 6 harvesters, so not that much to everybody is still on 2 bases. Lowely getting another in-base hedge, and he really likes his Zergling and Baneland play. This I can tell you from experience. Mutas were out to try to do some damage. Did they do some damage? No, I guess not. No, they did not. And because they just spawned and they're just on their way. And they just spotted the Marines, so now they can go in the base here of Strelok. Strelok stimmed with a couple of Marines right away. Lowely is realizing miss micro, absolutely bad miss micro, but luckily enough, all those routers still survived. Zerglings trying to pick some up, and of course the siege tanks saying nay, 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 this is not possible. And of course a nice micro by Strelok with the Marines. So now it's time for Lowely to get another expansion, and he just started the expansion here at the bottom right low ground, so this is what I really like. And he's still continuing to spread the creep in every possible direction. Here at the left side, at the Zalnaga watchtower, and the right side as well, already placing some spying quarters there to maybe protect from some marine run-bys, but of course the spying quarters are not that effective against Mars Marine tank armies. There we see Strelok even going for the Thor right now. I was not checking when he was building his armory, but his armory is absolutely there. So Lowely is having 9 Marines. Having 9 mutalists here, getting rid of a tech lab. Oh, tech lab is burning, but I think the tech lab... And he's using the mule drop to repair it, and at 2 HP left, Strelok was able to repair the tech lab. Good job by him. Of course, this tech lab is very crucial to maintain a constant Thor production. Baneling Cocoon gets taken out, and Lowely is expanding once again here at the 9 o'clock position. Engineering bay is currently unprotected, and of course if the mutas will be able to get rid of the engineering bay, delaying this +2 attack, which is already 80 seconds started. It will be very huge. Engineering Bay got half of his HP lost. Strelok should be sending an SCV repairing it and building some additional missile turrets very soon. He's doing this right now. Meanwhile, Strelok is having 2 Thors out. He's got about 6 siege tanks and a shitload of marines. So 47 marines in total. On the other hand, Lowely, what does he have? So he's got the hatchery here on the low ground finished. The hatchery will soon finish at the gold. The hatchery at the 9 o'clock is finished. So he's got enough production capabilities. Some more drones. Of course, would be nice. Just heard the sound of a unit exploding. Maybe it was a Viking, maybe it was a Banshee. Yes, it was a Banshee indeed, because all the Banshees are dead. The only units Strelok's got left are 52 Marines, 8 siege tanks, and 2 Thors, in addition to 3 medivacs at the moment. Mutas by Lowely once again trying to do some damage there. This missile turret will be taken out, but the next missile turret there is helping out his friend, and if this missile turret would be attacked, there was still this missile turret left, so no big deal for Strelok to defend against those mutas without actually having to use the missile turrets. And one of the things which was beastie why he was winning the game against Lowely was that he was building supply depots, missile turrets, and sensor towers here at the front. And so now this planetary fortress at the moment is very vulnerable to bailing attacks, but now Strelok is attacking. The siege tanks were not sieged up for just a moment. Bailings just rolling in everywhere, and most of the bailings exploded next to the siege tanks, so not next to the marines. So all the marines of Strelok survived, and now Strelok just can easily roll over this gold mineral expansion. Lowely is forced to move back with all of his drones. There we see 8 bailings are finished, 5 more in production. There we see even more. No, we do not. And I guess those bailings are just not enough. Strelok is now moving in to go for the low ground expansion as well. There we see some marines already split, and he's already only having a couple of marines at the front. He's using the rest marines to take down the hatchery. The +2 already finished. So Strelok is looking good, took out already 2 hatcheries. There's still this hatchery here at the 9 o'clock finished, but not that many drones mining, so the timing by Strelok when to attack is really good. So if the Zergplayer actually wants to macro up stuff, at least it's on Dynark and Kevin's, I can tell you that. If a Zergplayer wants to macro up too much, Strelok is just there and he punishes him. And now more Zerglings are attacking. A lot of Zerglings were taken, a lot of Marines were taken out by the Bailings, but in the end it was just not enough. The siege tanks with this splash damage, of course we see one tank at 9 kills, the other tank at 12 kills, even the third tank's at 14 kills, not to mention the Thors with 9 kills, and the Marines with the medivacs just doing superb damage as well. Strelok doing a small scan, just getting rid of some creep tumors, and meanwhile Strelok was so aggressive all the time. He got up his planetary fortress, he's just mining fine there. He got up his low ground, another planetary fortress, he's just mining fine there as well. Meanwhile, Lowely, I mean, I like the decision. He went for the hive tech, but he's got so many idle drones, and they're not sending